Now to this, a Norfolk father spent nearly 30 years in prison for a murder he didn't commit.
And now he's speaking out about disgraced Norfolk detective Robert Glenn Ford's role in putting him behind bars.
So Ford infamously used unethical tactics to force 4 Norfolk sailors to falsely confess to the 1997 rape and murder of Michelle Moore Bosco. He later spent a decade in federal prison for lying to the FBI about taking bribes from drug dealers in other cases.
He became a free man in recent years, but now one of the innocent men attorneys say he put in prison is sharing his story. News 3 investigator Jessica Larche has the exclusive interview.
Beyond the blades of grass on East Ocean View Avenue and 8th Bay Street, a murder at a motel ended one man's life and fractured the fate of another's.
The hurt, the pain.
Joseph Carter spent 27 years behind bars as an innocent man, convicted of the 1989 stabbing death of his old neighbor at the Silver Sands Motel.
Take me to the moment when police arrested you for this murder that you did not commit. It's hard for you to take your mind back to that moment, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
None of the blood or fingerprints at the crime scene connected Carter to the murder. He and his wife and kids didn't even live there anymore. But an old adversary of Carter's at the motel threw out his name to Detective Robert Glenn Ford.
When was your first encounter with Detective Robert Glenn Ford?
When I was being arrested. They were aggressive in their interrogation. You know, they was really trying to push me to talk.
Mr. Carter maintained his innocence. Witnesses at the motel who said they got a glimpse of the murderer initially never named Carter as a suspect. It wasn't until after they were interrogated by Detective Robert Glenn Ford that they identified Carter as the murderer. But get this, Mr. Carter has a very noticeable disfigurement on his left hand, something the witnesses never mentioned about the murder suspect.
I lost my middle finger as well.
Carter lost fingers on his left hand from a work accident long before his neighbor's murder.
They never talked about your hand injuries, which hand the medical examiner thought the stab wounds came from on the victim.
None.
Carter says the inconsistency should have given Ford and prosecutors pause, but they kept pushing.
It was Ford. It was my attorney, what he didn't do.
Carter says one thought kept him from cracking in prison.
I was innocent, and I'm getting out of here.
He's free today because of the University of Virginia Innocence Project.
The work that I do has to be on the back end, trying to fix things when something's gone horribly wrong.
Their investigation into Carter's case revealed Ford encouraged false witness testimony that wrongfully implicated Carter.
There really is a horrific level of corruption sometimes, certainly not in all cases. Robert Glenn Ford is the obvious example in Virginia. I don't really think there's much worse than misconduct from the people who are charged with making sure that we get the justice system right.
These days, Joey Carter is focused on enjoying his freedom. He's moved out of Virginia, set to remarry and spend time with his family.
What is life like for you today? I see that smile on your face.
I can do things that I couldn't do in prison for my children, my grandchildren, great-grandchildren.
You're a great grandpa.
Yeah.
Time Carter can't get back, but he's focused on a future filled with freedom.
Mr. Carter received compensation from the Virginia General Assembly for his time in prison over the summer. And lawmakers noted Robert Glenn Ford's involvement in the case as a sign that Joseph Carter was innocent. Now, we reached out to Robert Glenn Ford's attorney and asked if they had any statement about what happened here. They refused to comment. In downtown Norfolk, Jessica Larche, News 3.
Another